Hi everyone, I hope all of you guys are doing well. I am very sure most of you were actually watching the amazing T20 World Cup final last night between India and South Africa. Well, to be a very practical teacher, to be a very honest teacher, after celebrating that win, now it is time for all the aspirants to get back in the study mode. So let us celebrate that win, let us enjoy that win, let us take a little bit of a break. But from tomorrow or from today evening, you are all going to get back in your studies. Now, like me, I was on a break for the last one and a half months. I was being transferred from one post to another, and when that happens, normally in the life of an IAS officer, there is a little bit of a break because you have to move all the things to the new location. Everything changes, a lot of changes take place in your life, new workplace, you have to set in, you have to understand new things, all that is happening. So after this long break, now I'm going to come back with you. I'm going to teach you, continue to teach you how to do answer writing. Number one, that is very, very important, perhaps more important than just focusing on information, just focusing on prelims, because unless you learn these writing skills, mains and essay writing and all the different components of the mains exam is going to be difficult, and from there you are going to get the rank, not from just prelims. So I'm going to continue to teach you that. Number two, I'm going to teach you how to tackle prelims. I'm going to teach you the fundamental things that you need to know about prelims. Number three, I'm going to give you a great plan for 2025 and 2026 UPSC exam in the upcoming few days, few sessions, so that you understand in what way you can plan all the different small things about the exam. Let it be your study plan, let it be how many hours you should study, let it be how you should plan each and every subject, how you should plan your optional, let it be how you should execute these particular plans, the kind of study techniques you can use in order to execute all these plans. So I'm going to teach you all this. I'm going to also focus a lot on mental health, on keeping yourself sane during this exam, because when you're writing this exam, definitely it takes a lot of mental toll, it takes a lot of, you become lonely because you are the only one fighting this battle yourself. So how to overcome that and how to develop that mindset, that growth mindset, that progress mindset, that open mindset, and what to learn from the books you are reading, which will also help you when you are an officer eventually working in the service of the country. So all these things we are going to be looking at. Apart from that, whatever questions you have about specific subjects, let it be polity, environment, other things, I'm going to also answer those. I have already written a book on answer writing. A lot of you might have already known that, but I'm also working on other materials in my free time on Sundays or Saturdays when I get some time, so that I can continue to teach a lot of aspirants, continue to tell them how they can contribute in a lot of ways in their personal life, in their professional life when they are in the service. See, when you are in the service, one hand you have your duty, that is very, very important, and that is going to keep you quite busy. You have to discharge that. On the other hand, apart from your professional life, in fact more than your professional life, what is going to be important for you as an officer is going to be a personal life. How well you handle your personal life, your relations, your family, all that is very, very important. The way how much time you spend for yourself, for your own hobbies, for your own the things that you like to do, because unless you do that, how can you excel in your professional life? Because if you're going to be not fulfilled in this part of your life, how are you going to be fulfilled in the other part of your life? How you are going to perform in your professional life? So I really believe that as an aspirant and eventually as an officer, there should be a good balance in your life. And one of the things I love doing is writing. I love teaching. So that is why I keep doing this when I get free time. But that does not mean that other things take its side stand. You have to manage other things as well in your life. So all these kind of things we are going to be discussing over the next few sessions, videos, classes as we go ahead now from today. Now today what I wanted to discuss with you is very, very small broad plan when you are appearing for UPSC exam. When as an aspirant you are appearing for your UPSC exam, the first thing you have to do is answer the question to yourself, why I am thinking about appearing for this UPSC exam. It is something like when India might have thought about their game plan when they were going into the overall T22 World Cup in the beginning 2 months back. So they had a challenge in front of them that we have to win this World Cup. These are the teams, this is the group we are in, and this is how we are going to tackle each team. Exactly like that, it is an aspirant's duty to understand what is the overall game plan. Then you are going to come into the minute game plan for each match, for each subject differently. But before that, overall you have to understand what is the strategy, what is the plan, how you are going to think about when you are going to this exam. So number one, you should know why. Why do you want to win this? Why do you want to get into this race of getting into the top ranks of UPSC? Is it just because your parents have told you that you want to be an IAS officer, IFS officer or whatever? Or is it because there is a actual desire inside you to do something? Because unless that is there, unless that positive desire is there, you are going to go on a very wrong path when you come into the civil services, and it is not going to serve you well. Let me make it very clear to you. However you might think, civil services is changing very fast, and that approach where you think it's a cushy job, I'm going to go in, I'm never going to be fired, all that, you're going to suffer, you're going to be unhappy after you come into the job. See, the worst place to be stuck is where you can't do anything. So if you come into the civil services and you realize you can't do anything, you don't want to be there. So I suggest to you, have introspection, and in the further videos I'm going to tell you what are the reasons you should be thinking about becoming a civil servant and what are the reasons you should not be thinking about. Okay, so number one, answer that question for yourself. Number two, if you are positive that yes, I want to go for this exam, then keep at least 1.5 to 2 years in advance and then start doing reverse planning. You want to have at least that much time period so that you can study all the subjects properly, you can plan for taking the test series, you can do a lot of practice. Because if you have only 6 months in front of you, 7 months, maybe less than a year, then that will not do justice to your attempt. Maybe you should write that attempt and get an idea and then plan for the next attempt, but have it very clear in your mind that okay, I'm going to write a limited number of 3 attempts, maximum 4 attempts, not more than that, and within these 4 attempts, this first attempt I'm going to write 2 years from now, and this is my plan for writing these attempts. See, UPSC nowadays is very good. They generally complete their entire exam cycle within 1.5 years maximum, and they are going to bring it down over the next few years drastically because they want to recruit individuals every year instead of making it a long cycle. So you have to take advantage of that. You have to be in a position to know where you are starting. In fact, all the aspirants who are watching this video, I would suggest to you that if you are right now in college, if you are in 3rd year, 1st year, 2nd year, start a little bit of preparation. I'm not saying that open all the UPSC books and start reading them. No, but start building in your knowledge. Start building a foundation. And then eventually after 2-3 years, it will be much easier for you to appear for the exam than not doing anything right now and then focusing after 2-3 years for UPSC. And UPSC is not that kind of exam where you need to do syllabus in the early years of preparation. UPSC is a kind of exam where you build your knowledge base, where you build your foundations in understanding the world, in understanding foreign affairs, in understanding international relations, basics of economy, basics of environment, basics of all these different political science, sociology. So in your college, if you have an option to take electives, let's say in economics, go ahead and do that if you are not an economics student. In your college, you have an elective in political science. If you have an elective in sociology, basic classes, take those fundamental classes. They will really help you eventually in your exam, when you appear for the exam. All right. So that is one thing I wanted to tell you. Overall, start your preparation early. That will definitely help you. But I also want to give you a little bit of advice. Don't fall for coaching services, coaching institutes which are telling you to enroll in some kind of a distance education program, or they're in association with some university and they will give you a degree while you are studying for UPSC. No, you should always go for the best college you can attend, develop your personality, have a good college experience, and then enroll for the UPSC exam. Okay. Now that being said, that is one of the very basic things. You have to know why you are appearing. You have to have an overall plan in mind. You should know the time frame. And then thirdly, that is very important. What you want to do is don't make this exam your life. Don't make it something where there is nothing but this exam which is hindering you from everything, but all the studies that you do, everything you do, that is hindering from you from living your life in a full way. This exam is important, but this exam is not everything. Eventually, when you grow up as an adult, as you grow up, become older, a lot of other things are going to matter more in your life than just passing this exam. In fact, I, as a civil servant, meet so many great individuals, entrepreneurs. I meet business persons who have excelled in their businesses or startups. I meet people who are working in other services apart from IAS, IPS, IRS, in other government jobs, in other private jobs, who are doing exceedingly well. Do I compare myself with them? Absolutely not. I am happy in my job. I want to perform to the best of my level so that I can contribute to my organization. That is my job. So for you, don't make it your life. If it is not something that you want to pursue, if that is something that you are getting doubtful about, there are plenty of great opportunities out there to follow your dream. So that is what I wanted to just give you an introductory kind of an opening thing today, because I'm getting back with all of you so that we can continue our journey together. And if you have any questions, let me know. Happy to answer them. I will also do webinars on the TMH where answer writing will be done, so you can also follow that along with the book, or you can just reach out to me on the comments. Happy to always answer all your questions without any kind of expectation for you to I just want you to learn. I just want you to have a good experience while you are on this channel, feel motivated and continue your journey well. Okay, thanks, take care, bye bye, and hope, in fact, I will be seeing you very soon on this Wednesday when I will be posting the first video of this new session about how you are going to prepare for UPSC mains, which are coming very soon. Okay, take care, bye bye, and see you soon.